في ناس بتفتكر انه عشان احنا مسيحيين واحنا بنعرف ربنا واحنا مش لازم نفكر في الفاينانس ومش لازم نفكر في الفلوس، صح؟ بس الحقيقه انتوا موافقين معايا ان احنا نعرف الفلوس بتشتغل ازاي، حاجه مهمه؟ موافقين؟ موافقين صح؟ في حد هنا عايز ما يبقاش غني، ما يبقاش معاه فلوس؟ حد هنا مش عايز يتعلم ازاي الفلوس بتشتغل؟ Exactly. Thank you رندا. الفلوس موجودة يا جماعة، احنا بس مش عارفين طريقها. صح؟ فاحنا النهارده يعني مبدئيا انا بشكر استضافتكم، بشكر ابونا انطونيوس، وبشكر ايهاب، وبشكر توني، وبشكر ايهاب التاني، عندكم 2 ايهاب. وبشكر امير، وبشكر كل حد هنا ساعدنا في ان احنا نسيت اب. ثانك يو سو ماتش. النهارده يعني حقيقي خلوني افتح قلبي معاكم واقول لكم في ناس من موجودين هنا انا عارفاهم كويس وعارفيني كويس وعارفين ان انا حقيقي بهتم بالناس، ودي خدمتي وده على قلبي. فحاجه حلوه قوي ان انت تعرف انه لما يكون على قلبك خدمه معينه ربنا بيبعت لك ناس شبهك يخدموا معاك. من اكتر الحاجه اللي بسطتني جدا انه في 2 هنا كانوا بيخدموا معايا في العذراء رود الفرج. يا جماعه سلام لعذراء رود الفرج، سقفه كبيره للعذراء. وفي كمان امل كانت بتخدم معايا في ساكرامنتو، فيعني كنيسه ساكرامنتو كمان كنيسه مليانه خدام حلوين، فبجد يعني مبسوطه ان انا شفتكم النهارده. النهارده الخدام اللي هيتكلموا معاكم على الفاينانس ناس حقيقي قريبه لقلبي، فخليني اتكلم على الناس الجسس اللي جايين النهارده يتكلموا معانا. النهارده جيرمين وفريج مهندسين من مصر، متخصصين في المشوره، ولما جم هنا كانوا ستيل شغالين في كالترانس وشغالين في الحكومه في الستيت، بس ستيل على قلبهم الخدمه وعلى قلبهم ان هم يساعدوا الناس. كمان 2 النهارده بجد احنا محظوظين جدا جدا، انتوا محظوظين ان هم موجودين النهارده معانا. مارييتا and ارسن سربيكيان، they're both couple. هم على قلبهم الخدمه، الانتجريتي بتاعتهم، الباشن بتاعتهم، النوليدج بتاعتهم، مش لو قعدت اتكلم عنها كتير مش كفايه. الفكره ان الموتيف اللي بيحركنا هنا هو مساعده الناس وخدمه ربنا. دي اكتر حاجه يعني فعلا خلينا على قلبنا ان احنا نروح كنايس ونلف ونكلم الناس، لان اخواتنا ان هم يعرفوا المعلومات اللي احنا عارفينها. متفقين knowledge is power؟ do you agree؟ لما نعرف المعلومه نقدر نستخدمها ونقدر نستخدمها صح، وخصوصا لما يكون فعلا الناس دي احنا كلنا كل واحد فينا سايق ساعتين عشان يجوا لكم النهارده، بس علشان لو هتتعلموا حاجه واحده جديده، ده الهدف بتاعنا، ان احنا نتعلم حاجه واحده جديده. تاني as I mentioned ان عندنا English speaker here. presentation will be in English, but اي حد عنده سؤال in Arabic، اي حد سلايدز عدى عليه مش فاهمه عايز more information، انا وجيرمين هنكون موجودين بعد البرزنتيشن لو حد عنده اسئله in Arabic. we can follow up بالعربي Zoom meetings، so ما تتخضوش. the information is very simple، ودي الباور انه النوليدج هتجيلكوا in a simple format. yeah it's finance وفلوس بس will be in a simple format I promise. النهارده يعني انا متاكده ان واحد فيكم على الاقل حياته هتتغير النهارده. في يوم من الايام انا اول ما سمعت المعلومات دي قلت لنفسي ايه ده، انا عارفه كل حاجه، بس بقالي 15 سنه هنا، بس لقيت ان في حاجات كتير قوي ما اعرفهاش، وفي ميكس انفورميشن من بلادنا لهنا. ف let's give hands to المهندسه جيرمين وenjoy the presentation.
صباح الخير. أنا مبسوطة جدا، أنا أول مرة في الكنيسة هنا النهاردة، بسمع عن الكنيسة بتاعتكم كلام كتير جدا، ويعني كنت بصلي إن ربنا يرتب واجي الكنيسة، فالنهاردة أول مرة ليا، وحقيقي من أول لما بدخل كده في الباركينج ولاقي الناس مبتسمة وبتقابلنا بحس إن أنا بتدوني باور. فيعني ثانك يو للمقابلة الحلوة، ثانك يو لقدس أبونا وللخدام، وطبعا ثانك يو لريهام، لأن ريهام هي على قلبها جدا الخدمة، وريهام حقيقي يعني قد إيه شايفة إنها ميشن، وعن طريق ريهام بنوصل لكنايس كتير جدا، لأن احنا مؤمنين إن ده حاجة مهمة، ومش علشان احنا مؤمنين وخلاص، علشان ده فرق في حياتنا احنا الشخصيه. فانا بشكر ريهام، وحقيقي يعني على قلبنا نسوق ونسافر ونروح كل الكنايس. وانا هشارك حاجه شخصيه، لاني انا وجوزي جينا امريكا من حوالي 10 سنين. احنا هارد وركرز، يعني احنا جينا احنا مهندسين، قررنا ان احنا نذاكر كتير وناخد لايسنس كتير. فجوزي اخد حوالي 13 14 17 لايسنس في الانسبكشن، وانا اخدت الاف اي والبي اي. لو في حد هنا مهندسين؟ يس. انتوا عارفين هاو اتس هارد المذاكره بتاعه الانجينيرنج، الاف اي والبي اي. وكنا اللي هو يعني احنا بنعمل ده، احنا ليه بنعمل كده؟ ليه بنذاكر وليه بنروح نشتغل في اماكن افضل؟ ليه؟ ايه ده؟ upgrading. علشان ايه؟ يعني انا بعمل ده عايزه بالظبط علشان يكون financially افضل، صح؟ فلقينا ان احنا بنعمل ده علشان نكون financially افضل، لكن للاسف ما كناش financially افضل، وكنا يعني بنستراجل جامد. ممكن لما يعني نكون بناخد مرتبات اعلى، اوقات كنا بنزود اللايف ستايل بتاعنا. كان لما بيجي اي امرجنسي او اي حاجه كان بنرجع تاني للزيرو. كلنا عدينا بامرجنسي، صح؟ فاي امرجنسي كنا بنقابلها في حياتنا كانت ترجعنا لنقطه الصفر تاني، وكنا عارفين ان في حاجه غلط. ايه هي؟ مش عارفين. وزي ما ريهام قالت، الواحد لما بيبقى بيصلي الحاجه قوي وعلى قلبه قوي، حقيقي ربنا بيبعتها له. فانا وفريد كنا بنصحى كل يوم وبنصلي ونقول يا رب في حاجه هتحصل النهارده، والنهارده يعدي وما فيش حاجه هتحصل. نصحى تاني يوم في حاجه هتحصل النهارده، لحد ما قابلنا. انا هتكلم بالعربي فهم مش فاهمين عربي، فاي حاجه انا بقولها هم مش فاهمينها، لحد ما في يوم من الايام انا قابلت ارسن وماريت، وحقيقي بسببهم حياتنا اتغيرت 180 درجه. عن طريقهم اتعلمنا حاجات كتيره جدا. انا وجوزي ما كناش نعرف اي حاجه عن الفلوس غير ان احنا ناخد فلوس ونصرف فلوس بس. ازاي بقى الفلوس تشتغل؟ ازاي نعمل سيفنج؟ ازاي نعمل انفستمنت؟ ازاي نأمن حياتنا؟ ما نعرفش اي حاجه. وساعات بحس ان ما اعرفش، يعني هل في كنايسنا احنا موضوع الفلوس ده بحسه شويه فيه لخبطه؟ ايه رايكم؟ يعني لما مثلا نيجي نتكلم عن الفلوس نقول ايه؟ المال هو او محبه. بالظبط. فاوقات احنا بنحس، انا هبتدي بس معاكم بايتين. انا بحب الايه دي قوي، وما كنتش فاهماها قبل ما ابتدي المجال بتاع الفاينانشال، بس بحب الايه لما بيقول بل اذكر الرب الهك انه هو الذي يعطيك قوه لاصطناع الثروه. يعني هو مش بيدينا الثروه على فكره، وبدليل ان في ناس كثيره جدا بيكون معاها فلوس بس بتخسرها. فالفكره فينا احنا ازاي يكون عندنا الباور، ازاي يكون عندنا النوليدج ان احنا نعمل ده. ولو حصل في اي وقت من الاوقات، لان الدنيا مش مضمونه، ممكن بكره يحصل كوفيد، ممكن بكره يحصل حرب، صح؟ فلو انا ما عنديش القوه وما عنديش المايند سيت هخسر كل حاجه. فهو الفكره ان ازاي انا مع ربنا اشتغل يبقى عندي القوه لاصطناع الثروه دي. انا مش عايزه اطول عليكم، لاني انا يعني حقيقي عايزاكم تاخدوا كل الوقت مع ارسن وماريتا النهارده، بس برضو الايه دي كانت من الايات اللي شغلاني. ايه رايكم في الايه دي؟ بحسها شويه كأن احنا بنفصل، يا اما هكون عبد لله. لا، اشارككم بحاجه شخصيه. يس. عارف كمان الفكره في ايه؟ ان انا كنت بحس يا رب خلاص انا اعطينا كفافنا وانا هشتغل واللي يجي يخلص ومش مشكله. بس انا حسيت كوني اني انا وجوزي طول الشهر عمالين نفكر هندفع البيلز ازاي، طب هنعمل ايه في المورجج، طب لو حاجه حصلت احنا كده كنا عبيد. فكره اللي على قلبنا والميشن اللي على قلبنا ازاي نبقى فاينانشلي فري، ازاي ابقى انا حر، ما بقاش انا متقيد وبتشيس الفلوس طول الوقت. انا مش هضيع وقتكم لان حقيقي عايزين نستفيد بالوقت مع ارسن وماريتا. ارسن وماريتا بقى لهم اكتر من 10 سنين في المجال بتاع الفاينانشال. ارسن وماريتا جم من LA، وبسببهم ساكرامنتو هم الفاوندر بتاع اورجانيزيشن كبيره جدا في ساكرامنتو، وبسببهم بقى في نوليدج للكوميونتي بتاعتهم وكمان للكوميونيتيز بتاعتنا. على قلبهم الخدمه. ارسن وماريتا ممكن يسافروا ويروحوا اي مكان لمجرد لمجرد ان هم يخدموا الناس، غير بقى ان هم على المستوى الشخصي هم ناس قريبين جدا من قلبنا، هم يعني من اقرب الناس لينا، وبسببهم قدرنا نشوف حاجات كتير قوي بشكل اوضح. فيعني ساعدوني نرحب بارسن سرابيكيان. Yes, thank you so much. I am speaking Arabic, so thank you so much, Arsen, for being here. You know, it's a long drive from Sacramento.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. It's our pleasure to be with you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have a round of applause for our Gigi? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it. I was listening and I was realizing that you're talking about a lot of powerful stuff. But before I started, I just want to say appreciate for the opportunity to this Sunday to share our thoughts, opportunity, and the knowledge, okay? Next half an hour, about 30, maximum 40 minutes. I want to ask some favor. Can we do that? Just stay without no distraction because all the now information that we're going to share today, it's a real story. Real story, real facts, what happened with the families, and that's why I really appreciate your time that you came. Myself, I'm an immigrant, a little bit about almost 10 years living in America. Before I started, I just want to ask, who is an immigrant in this room, in this, like, everybody? All of us, it's 100% immigrant in this beautiful church. And I want to ask you, why are we coming to this beautiful country? American dream, okay. I'm assuming most of us right now from the Egypt? Yes. I'm Armenian, my nationality Armenian, but my honeymoon, first time I be, like, you know, when we married, it's actually 20 years. We've been in honeymoon in Egypt, in Hurghada. I love Hurghada. I've been multiple times. That's my first, we was 3 days married, and our life journey started from your beautiful country, guys. Thank you for that. But fast forward, we're coming, like somebody says American dream. Who says American dream? Okay. Who says American dream? Okay, American dream. I was looking for, is there any country has that sentence, like Egyptian dream? Do we have Egyptian dream? What about Armenian dream? What about European dream? What about Japanese dream? Okay, only one and only country that has this sentence. But whole point is that when we come in this beautiful country, we feel like not everybody living American dream life. Don't you agree? By a few questions like, why is like that? Is anybody can tell me why not everybody living that American dream life? Bills? We got what? Okay, but yes, we are not so naive, right? We're coming, what we see in movie that everybody having their financial dream life, their villas, their nice cars, their lifestyles. That's the only movie. But do you believe that that lifestyle still exists in America? We live in actually, we're right now one of the greatest country in the world. We got lucky, we're one of the richest states in this country, and we got most lucky, this is one of the richest area of the states. Don't you agree? That's why I want to just go over, like, just share a little bit about our mission. Not so long ago, about 8 years ago, this company, this understanding, this information find us, and I was thinking, why not everybody live in American dream life? They call it lack of financial education. Are you agree that nobody's educated about money? Yeah, let's go to the school system. What is teaching in the school? What? Okay, it's okay that we go to the school, right? I love academic education. This is good for our brain, for our knowledge and all that stuff. They teach science, maths, physics, algebra, everything. It's awesome. We become smart, right? Why nobody teach about money? Any idea? Why nobody teach how to become financially free? Without debt, without bills. This country was built on bills, right? Why? If everybody gonna be financially independent, who gonna work hard? Who gonna work at labor? I became with very humble family background. My mom was a teacher and engineer. My dad was an engineer, mechanic, and a driver, and they was working hard. Has anybody related that? But I never remember in my family they were arguing that we have a lot of money, we don't know what to do. Is anybody has this conversation? We have so much money, too much money, we don't know what to do. It's always opposite, don't you agree? It's always not enough money. That's number subject to. And the second one is not enough time. Yes, absolutely. But the question is, if you're going to have this knowledge, you might have a little bit better life. The next slide that I'm going to share with you is going to be a little bit who we are. What is the big needs today? Financial education is something that's a foundation. It's success, right? Lack of financial literacy, not making enough money. We all make money, right, in this room? We're living in America. But why not enough always? Who can tell me? Because of prices goes always high, and our income is not goes the same way that our prices and lifestyle goes high. But also, we don't learn how to do with our money. I'm going to show, because whatever we're teaching is better to we know since middle school or even elementary school, but nobody's educating. As you see on your screen, this is our United States map. You guys are seeing how big from there? Yeah. Everybody recognize that this is the United States. Who can tell me why a couple of states it represent a little bit dark color, black color? Any idea? No ideas? As you see, it says there is a great need of financial literacy. Few states in the United States, they providing financial education in high schools, guys. There is that dark color states it's represent. As you see, we are in the left side, right? California, not even in a dark color. My son graduated high school a year ago, and we asked the principal, do you guys have any financial education in your class? The principal just said, yes, of course. We're teaching our kids how to do the checkbook, fill up the student loan, and understand how they can apply for the credit cards. Is that a good information? Yes or no? Let's put it this way. If you know how, is anybody using the credit card in this room? We're going to talk about this stuff. But as I'm talking, look at the statistic, guys. This is not a make-up number. This is a real statistics. Over 65% of population today in United States living paycheck to paycheck. What is a paycheck to paycheck? Surviving? It's all about, it's perspective, right? Let's say somebody making 5,000 and spending 5,000 still paycheck to paycheck, but unfortunately because of lack of education, somebody making 15,000 and you spend 15,000. That's the, over 65% of population, just think about it, the numbers, that's the more than 200 million people in America today living paycheck to paycheck. Not because they don't make money. They do. We make money, guys. Then some little bit more, some little bit less. But what we do with that money, it's represented because of the system. That's the one other way how to help people to be under control. When the month is done, you want it or not, you have to work again hard for the next month. And somehow by the end of the next month, just get paid, everything is good, you pray, and you work another more. We're going to talk about another big number is more than 42% of Americans today have no protection. What kind of protection we're looking for? We're going to discuss about what? Insurance, yes. Insurance, what kind of insurance? Health insurance, life insurance, asset protection, liability protection. We're going to discuss again, just I promise you, stay with his and you will see exact number, exact projections, what exactly people can have today, okay? Let's move forward. And more than half of Americans have less than $10,000 in their bank accounts. How much it costs to live in this area for 1 month for average family? I'm from Sacramento. We have almost the same prices, a little bit higher here. How much it monthly expenses for one family here in Bay Area? 6, huh? Yes, but let's say average. We're talking about average. Don't give me the millionaire family or low income. Let's just say average. Let's say husband and wife, few more kids, and they own a house, they in a mortgage and all that stuff. They're working. At least 10,000 we need to pay the mortgage, bills, and have some living. 1 month, guys, 1 month. But look at the numbers, guys. It's half of Americans. This is the statistics from the banks. Another big problem today is a retirement problem. Do we know exactly when we're going to retire? When? What age? 65, 67. Oh, now they're discussing to increase that number to 69. Everybody heard about this? They want to, yes, they want to increase that 69. Okay, that's good, 69. What is the average statistical life expectancy in America? How long people living? How long? 78 to 85 maximum. Women live a little bit longer and men live a little bit less. Imagine that we work until 70. How long time we have to enjoy our life? About 10 years, 15 years, guys? Wow. What if I tell you can retire much earlier? What if I'll tell you can design your retirement and you don't have to hope? That's good, right? You like what age you want to retire? Now, I always say yesterday, when we moved to America, I promised to my wife, said, give me 5 years and I'm going to retire. For me, retirement is not to sit home and to not do anything. For me, retirement is to not worry about money. Is anybody love to have that financial peace of mind? It's not about to having billions of dollars. It's okay when you have that. But it's okay to have that peace of mind. You don't worry about your financial pressures and all that stuff. That will be something awesome, right? What about to have a time to enjoy with your family? Because so many people today putting so much time taking away from their own family to provide a lifestyle. Because we live in an economic planet. Let's move forward, guys. The next slide is going to be kind of general foundation. What you need to do, what you need to have that peace of mind, financial. Let's moving forward. Imagine this is your house. You're building your house, your home. Where are you starting first? From the roof or from the base? From foundation, right? You see statistics, over 42% of people have no foundation today in America. They build their house with no foundation. What is the foundation? Number one foundation is your protection. Because we bought a home, we bought a lot of, build a lifestyle, but we forget about one important thing. It's called protection. What is the protection? Protection starts from the bottom. Who can tell me, is anybody from construction in this industry? Construction industry, okay. How strong will be our home if our foundation going to be weak? We're going to collapse? Okay, that's exactly what happened, guys. What else? When we protect, and I'm going to talk about these living benefits and long-term care, then the next phase is to understand how much what we have to save. It's not my business what we do with money, but it's my goal is to educate people when they are working hard. Some portion of their money get protected, whatever they have building. Is that okay when you're sleeping and you're making money? But unfortunately, market is so unpredictable. People today afraid to put the money because we don't want to wake up in the morning and realize half of our money is gone, right? Is anybody holding any 401k, retirement account or IRA account? You? How you like when you gain money? You're good, right? I mean, everybody like to gain money, right? But what about how you like to lose money? Nobody does that, right? That's why I'm going to talk about. And also, who likes to pay taxes? 2 people? I like to pay taxes too. But do you notice there is everyday people work hard. From $1 we make, we pay 4 times taxes. We're going to discuss about this stuff. But there is so many people, they understand how they can transfer their family legacy. And Uncle Sam, that how called this guy in the United States, not going to be partnered with your family. Is that okay? Is anybody coming from the tax background here? Nobody? Okay, it's good. But this is just a foundation, but I want you just now pay attention. The next slide I'm going to show you, it calls 8 wonders in the world. Actually, there is only 7 wonders, right? And we know one is where? In Egypt. Okay, I love it, guys. You're lucky. You have what? 2 in Egypt, right? Yes, absolutely. But this is everybody knows Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein, what I'm going to share with you the next slide, call about this formula 8 wonders in the world. It calls rule of 72 compound interest. This is basically formula which is helping you to understand when your $1 going to become $2, $2 become 4, 4 and 8 and on. Who knows about this formula? By hand, please. Probably one person? You knows? Okay. I mean, you know, obviously. One, okay. It's this formula. If you know and learn about this formula, you will always make money. Is that okay that I'm talking about money? Because money today is a subject that we always love to learn about. But if you don't know about this formula, you will always pay the interest. This formula works very unique. Was created by Italian mathematics name is Luca 600 years ago, guys. Can you imagine 600 years ago? And after Albert Einstein called about this formula 8 wonders in the world. Just think about it how this works. You take 72, this is called the rule of 72, and divide what is the interest rate it's giving you, let's say bank institution. What is the average return of the bank? Let's say if you have, anybody has any savings account in this room? In a bank? Nobody? One person? Come on, guys. We're all supposed to have like savings, checkings. Okay. How much percentage bank giving you in return when you put the money in savings? That's not a savings, sir. That's the CD account. So I'm talking about the savings. What we can talk about? There is no savings account giving 3%. Yield. That's the difference. Okay. Yield account giving how many? How much? 3.50. Awesome. That's good. What is the inflation rate today? Inflation. 5? 9? Okay, let's say if it's inflation, not a 9 even, let's say inflation is a 3-4%. And if my money, it's actually officially, they write, it's 9 and more than 9. But official, because they're checking general. But if you take some specific areas and you calculate, you will shocked, sometimes inflation is 15%. But generally they take and said, let's say 5%, 3 to 5%. If my money is working with the 3.75, and what is inflation? Anybody knows what is inflation? It's the prices goes high, guys. It's a very fancy word, but it's actually prices goes high, but your money stays the same. That's the inflation. Or your money losing buying power because of inflation. Let's say if its inflation is 4% and I'm gaining 4%, do I'm getting some money? No. Now look at this. This is an example. I need just 4 volunteers, please. Who is 29 years old? Okay, who can pretend that you are 29? Yes, please. Who can think that you are 29? Yes, come in, sir. Come here. Come. I need 3 more, please. Give me, because short on time. I mean, if you are 49, please feel free to come. Thank you. What's your name? Wagdi. Okay. Please, 3 more people. Please, coming. One more. Sir, coming. Okay, and one more. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look, all the gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Okay, imagine, oh my goodness, how awesome 29 years old man, right? Okay, less than 29. As you stay like this, if that's okay, I'm going to be here. Just stay like this. We're going to give them the chance. What's your name? Amir. Amir, you're going to be on a we'll start from the left to the right, okay? Amir going to get the first column. What's your name, sir? Michael. Michael going to be second, third one. Wagni? Fedi. Okay. I got it. Okay, Amir. Okay. Okay, no. Amir, Michael, Magdi, and Fedi, Wakti. Okay. Look, let's start from the Amir. We all 29 years old. We have a $10,000, and we decided to invest. Is that okay? Look, let's say we have 29, and you have a 4%. Who said me yield accounts? Little bit, yes, you have a saving yield account, and it's giving you 4%, for example, and it's your case scenario. You take 72, divide by 4, what's the answer? It's right there, you see? 18. Amir's money every 18 years will double. Let's move forward. This is a real fact. After 18 years, Amir, when you become 47, you have 20,000, and now when you become at retire age, you have 40,000. Can Amir retire with his 4% return? No? Why? 40,000 is not enough? You're sure about it. But it's okay to have a 40,000 instead of 0, right? Now we go to the Mike, right? Mikey. Okay. In his case, he got a little bit lucky. He got the second place. Just randomly, you see? And in your case, you have a 6%. You take 72, divide by 6. Every 12 years will money double. Now you will understand why Albert Einstein called about this formula 8 wonder in the world. Look, let's forward. Every 12 years, and now we have a $80,000. Can Mikey retire with $80,000? Yes, you got it, right? Fadi got lucky. Look, man, you came last one, but you will see that, right? But just think about it. What's the difference between 4% and 6%? It's the 2%, right? How come that 2% different giving double money? You see? Nobody can. That's the 8th wonder in the world. This is how money works. And now look at this. Now we go Wagdi, right? Wagdi, we got a little bit more lucky. I was pleasing you guys coming. He come first one, but somehow he got a third place. Okay, now we have a 8%. Every 9 years, 72 divided by 8 was the answer. Let's do the Wagdi what gonna have. Look, $160,000. Is the better picture? You got lucky, you like it? You like it? You're going to switch places? No? No? Okay, now, look. As you notice, between first place and the third place is just a 4% different. It's supposed to be twice, right? But somehow, 40,000, and how many times more we have? 4 times. Now the magic happened with Fadi. Okay. With this case, let's say, assume we find something that's giving 12% return, and now we divide 72 by 12. What's the answer is? 6 years. Before I go there, I want to just ask you, what do you think, how much money he will have at age of 65? Any idea? Just throw the numbers, please. 320? 400? Mikey says 400? Okay, let's move forward. Yes, let's see it, but just think about it. This person has 40,000 at age of 41, fed him, and now you become 53, 59, 320, and now 65, 460,000, guys. Fedi, congratulations, brother. Can we have a round of applause for them? Where is your money, bro? Yeah? Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But now, we're laughing. Okay, you got to take Fedi's number. Imagine that you came with $10,000. Now, you just think about it. When I say this is very important, who has a key? Who has a kids in this room? Kids? Like babies. Who has kids? Like kids. Children's. We all have children, almost, right? As you notice, guys, this is example for the 29 years old. You know, I'm so happy because when we started with my wife this journey, my newborn baby daughter, Yeva, was 6 months. Can you imagine? Imagine that the day that you and I was born, I'm 45 right now. Is anybody 45 in this room? Okay, here we go. High five, Mikey. Okay, imagine that you and I was born that day, and our parents open up account and just put a $1,000 and they forget it. Do you know how much money we will have at the age of 65? The company that we work with today, it's already exists over 200 years, guys. Basically, they can do it, but they didn't know it. They didn't know about this stuff. Now, let's move forward. But if I go there and just ask them, we open up account for my daughter. My daughter was 6 months baby. My son was 9.5. The more we put in for my son, my daughter always winning. That's why we call time value of money, guys. Time is very important. We think we have a time, but I believe that time is like flying fast. 10 years ago, I moved in this country, and today I'm already staying here, and I feel like it was happened yesterday. But as you mentioned, everybody using the credit card. What is the average household credit card between husband and wife? How many credit cards they have household? At least 5 to 10? Who knows what is the APR? What is the APR? Annual percentage rate, right? What is the average annual percentage rate today for the credit card? 25? Now, I open up one secret with you guys. I hope it's screaming. You take 72, divide 25, what's the answer? Anybody good with the math? 2.3, 2.5? Huh? 2.9? Here we go. It basically, after 2 years and 9 months, whatever money you borrow from the credit card will double. That's how it works. Can you imagine? If you have a mortgage, that's why when you have $1 million mortgage, what bank doing? Bank doing the same things against to the people. That's why I said, if you learn about rule of 72, you will always earn. If you don't learn, you can always pay. Now you decided. All the question is, where I can find those returns? 4%, 6%, 8%, 12%? Just stay tuned. I'll show you. Is that okay? You're not regretting that you are here in this Sunday morning? Now you think there is so many people outside, they better to listen this. We're just getting to started, guys. Let's to move forward. The next slide is the foundation, how really money works in the country, guys. There is only 3 ways. How many? Only 3 ways. I love this guy. How old are you? You better to take a notes. Not only mental, you better to take a notes. I wish somebody thought about this information when I was 12. I learned about this when I was 38 years old, guys. Can you imagine how much time you can save, bro? Okay, let's move forward. This is called how money really works. And the 3 ways this country works. We have a lot of misunderstanding how, because finances is a very complicated, very complex, and very confusion word, guys. But my job is today to simplify. Is that okay? To understand. The number 1 is called fixed account. What is the fixed accounts? Well, a lady says that CD accounts, yield accounts, right? But okay, is that account, it's still safe when your money in the bank? It's safe? Up to 1 point. We call FDIC. What is the FDIC? Federal Depository Insurance of Corporation. Who knows what is the amount of the FDIC? What is? It's insurance when basically you having account with the bank buying insurance for you as a client. The coverage is $250,000. Not so long ago, one of the biggest banks in the Bay Area get bankruptcy. Who remember that bank's name? Silicon Valley Bank. Guess who was working there, guys? A lot of high income earner people, right? What was the FDIC over there? 250,000. What it means, whatever amount you have in your account, it doesn't matter. It can be CD accounts, yield account, savings account, or checking account, it's gone. Because of that. And guess what we're doing? We're helping people to understand how can communicate with those companies which is providing FDIC. Is that something good? That's what I'm going to show with you guys. This is fixed account. Your money is not growing there. Why? It's just a growing, basically barely washing inflation, right? What about the second part? It's a protection, but it's not really grow. Even with the 4%, you basically just stay with your money. But actually, there is another way. It calls variable accounts. What is the variable accounts? Stock market, 401k, real estate account, like cryptocurrency. What is this account is? Have an opportunity to grow, right? Is anybody like to grow money? Yes. What about to lose money? Nobody. This young gentleman doesn't like to lose money, right? Okay. But what it calls, it says a risk factor. That's why, but if I know exactly, but in my account, in a fixed, I already losing because of inflation, I better to have this account. It says no protection, but I have opportunity to grow. The next one, what I'm going to share with you, that's called index accounts. Who knows about this index accounts? This is unique index. It's not that index that you heard about, says called S&P 500 index, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. That's not that index. It works, but that perform, but it's not that. It's provided by insurance companies. Okay, let's talk about this, how it works. Not so long ago, over 2 decades ago, 2 decades, not so long ago, they realized so many people losing money because of market volatility, and they create something, said, why don't we just can combine? And they bring together fixed and variable, and they bring that called index account. As you see in this graph, it says when the market goes down, they took from the fixed account and you're protecting. Who like when your money is growing, but when economy down, everybody losing, you stay with your money? Who like that? Come on, guys. Everybody like that. Who like when the economy is growing and you catch that economy? Because in yield, unfortunately, if the market performs 20%, you will just get credited just at 34%, which is, we miss the opportunity. Why we do so? Because we want to play safe. We don't want to, when the market goes minus 20, we got that minus 20, right? Exactly. That's why they created called index account. It's giving you protection and growth. If you're right there, I will ask you, which one you will choose, or where you want to grow your money, which one you will pick? It's obvious. Do you know what the percentage knows about this index? It's less than 10%. But now, I'm going to bring example and you will see it. Let's move forward, fast forward. Assuming that we have $100,000. This is just an example that we put this money and we want to make sure that how our money grow. Any conservative people that they don't really love to play the money under without no risk. Any? Let's say we're using that one example is the banks. Yield accounts, CD accounts, for example, it's giving 4%. Is that okay? And it's working by compound interest, 4%. The other one we're going to choose, example of the stock market, cryptocurrency, anything that have a market volatility, 401k, it's going to catch whatever the market performs, and it's going to drop whatever the market goes down. And the other one we call example of the index universal life insurance strategy. Can you remember this? It's called Index Universal Life. I hope you're seeing that. Okay, now let's move forward. I'm going to do the 3 example, guys. Very positive example. 1 year is going to be plus 20. Market grows by 20%. Let's say if I'm the very conservative guy, I put my money on the CD accounts, how much I will have? 103,000. Why not 104,000? Who can tell me? Here I go. This guy is very smart guy. 12 years and they understand the importance of the taxes. Nothing says about taxes there, you guys. You see? But they told that. Wow, I'm impressed. Who is your parent? Who is your mom and dad? Whoa. It's not me. Okay. Whatever is the parent, you can be proud of it. Okay. But look, let's see how much money I have in my stock market. How much? 120,000? How much money I have in my index accounts? 120,000. But somehow that happened in 2022. The market drops. S&P 500 went minus 19.40 something. Let's say that's the years. We dropped by 20%. Now, how much money I will have in my fixed account? Here we go. I come and say, you see, guys, I'm still gaining money. I have 106,000 after Uncle Sam applied. And then how much money I have in my stock accounts or my 401k? 96,000. And my financial advisor told me, hey, Arsen, don't worry. Average market going to grow between 8 to 12%. Don't worry. 1 year dip, nothing will happen. I said, oh, yeah, I know. Like, I know. He's right. Average market working between 8 to 12%. Even historically, you go 30 years back or 100 years back. But now, how much money I have in my index account? Let's say, if I put my money and I become smart with my money, how much I have in my index account? 120, right? I didn't gain, I didn't lose. Okay, now let's say the third year its market grows again 20%. You see, this is very optimistical projection. 1 year plus, minus, and plus. Now let's see how much we're going to have totally. 109,000, 115,000, and 144,000. Which one you will take? Please take mental notes. There is a two-way of the money growth. It's the actual return on investment and average return on investment. Now, if we do the summary, we'll see my average return on investment on a fixed account, in the 3 years, it becomes a little bit over 3%, right? It's a 9%. Why? Because Uncle Sam become partner with me. Even you don't withdraw the money on your yield account or CD account, the bank will send you 1099 when you gain money there, right? Okay, and now I have what the guy says. I will pay later tax. Who like to pay tax later? You know why they create tax later process? Is anybody in this room, somehow in your lifetime, you planted some seed? Like sunflower seeds, or apple seeds, or any like corn seeds? Yes? What one seed can give you? Huh? Picture? Big tree, okay. Okay, now just think about it, what this beautiful system it works. It said, do you want to like pay like taxes on your seed, on your harvest? Which one you will take? Seed, right? But do you know what's the percentage on the middle? Because Uncle Sam will come and say, hey, I'm waiting when your harvest hasn't come. And they said, do you want to pay taxes now? I said, no, I will pay taxes later because my tax bracket right now is high. And they said, okay, don't worry, just plant more seed on your pocket, more seed from your pocket, and now it's time come and harvest is come. But I become a little bit smart. I decided to choose not the second one because there is only 3% average growth a year, 5% because I have 115,000, right? On a middle picture. And then after, Uncle Sam will come and say, hey, you got to pay taxes on that 15,000 because there was a gain. Either I'm going to pay capital gain tax, if it's in the stock or brokerage accounts, or if it's a 401k, even opposite, you're going to pay income tax, which is a lot more higher. But then the third one, it calls tax advantages. Write down this code. It calls IRC section 7702. Ask me how much money if I'll choose on a right column, third one, how much taxes I'm going to pay in there? How much? Who says zero? Mikey, you know about this or just guessing? Because of my tonality? Okay, yeah, you was right. It's zero, guys. It's zero. It's zero. It's recording. It's zero taxes, guys. This is law, and I'm a licensed person. How would you like, just think about it, you can have a protection of your money from the market, you can still catch the market, and at the same time, you're not going to pay taxes. Who's with me? Only me? And these two guys. Okay, because you're afraid, guys, because your brain is saying, if so good, why I never heard about? Or why my financial advisor never told me? I really recommending, take a picture, go tomorrow tomorrow is Monday, and go to your financial advisor and say, hey, why you never talk about this index? And they will start to say so many bad things about this stuff. Do you know why? Because they don't have it, number one, and they don't make money when they do this. Because your financial advisor only make money when they trade, that's their job. For the trading and all that stuff. Now we'll move forward. This is just an example. If you're gonna qualify, again, this is for internal use only, just an example. This is example of the household. Let's say somebody is 35 years old, and they have a household income 160,000. 160,000 is the high net worth or middle class income? Who can tell me? For these two gentlemen, they think it's a high net worth income because they don't pay the bills. Okay. It's high middle class. Here we go. High middle class. You're absolutely. What's your name, brother? What's your name? Daniel. My name is Arsen. Good. What's your name? Nino. Nice to meet you. Just keep it up. Okay, I love it. Look, this is not a low income. This is not a high net worth. This is a good income earner. It's high middle, like Daniel says that. Look, and we have a coverage $1 million. Is that okay that you have a $1 million life insurance? Is anybody has a $1 million at least life insurance in this room? 1, 2, by hand. How many? 3. I'm not going to say that. Nobody's seeing you. Okay. 3, 4 people. That's the minority. You validate right now statistics of the previous slides, guys. Come on, guy. You don't have it. Don't have your hand. All your questions, keep it in the end, okay? Because we have a huge program. Let's go forward. 2 children, 7 and 4 years, and now this gentleman decided to save $25,000 lump sum. And now, do you think that the family making about $14,000, $15,000, can they afford to save $2,000 of it? They must to save. Usually people make 15 and they spend 15, but now we educate this family, and this family starts to save $2,000 a month, which is $24,000 a year. Now we're gonna go. This family right away have all projections, whatever I showed that before, like anything happened, like whatever God forbid something happened, it's going to be like long-term care and all that stuff. This is example of the Transamerica. One of my favorite, it calls Transamerica Financial Foundation Index Universal Life. The key word is here, insurance and life, okay? Now look, if you see these numbers from the day one, this person will have a $1 million coverage, okay? And we're putting $2,000 a month. Don't get me afraid. It might be $2,000 a month. It can be $200,000. It can be $200. It's all very flexible. Let's move forward, guys. Now we're gonna have a terminal illness. We're going to have a critical illness, concierge planning benefits, and long-term care. If you don't know what is this about, you better to set up a meeting with our financial professional and just ask. You're going to pay $0 for that. But information you're going to receive, it's priceless, guys. And now we move forward, and you see it says balance uncapped index account, which is 100%. Basically, it's introducing this is S&P 500, Fidelity, and Nikkei. But let's move forward. This gentleman, simple, this is a real number. If you want to take a picture, sir, you can take a picture, right? But this is a simple number. And how much we save? And the projection is 7%. You see 7.25%? That's the projection. Assuming if the market not going to be 12%, that where we have a faddish scenario, it's going to be 7.25. This is assuming. That's why it says non-guaranteed. But look, if we're going to save some money at the age of 50, from the 35 to 50, we save from our pocket $385. How much it costs to have one apartment here, to buy one apartment in this area? Can I afford to buy one condominium with 385 in this area? I don't think so. To have one apartment in this area, I need at least about $500,000, right? If I have $500,000, save my money, how much I can rent it out a monthly? 3,000-4,000? Around 3,000-4,000, let's say 3,000, not even 4,000. Let's say 3,000-4,000. And I have to pay taxes. How much I'm going to bring home? About 2,500, right? Clear. With maintenance and everything I paid for my property taxes and everything, how much is going to be? Let's say $3,000, right? I invest $500,000, 3,000. Checks it out. How you can leverage and what you're going to have it. Now this gentleman put a 385, and what we have, look at the right column. If something happened with this gentleman, $1.5 million plus family will receive as a death benefit. Do you think it's worth the 385 compared with $1.5 million? Right? Now look at this. But our money, and the next column is, it says $539,000 as a cash. Almost double. Is that okay? And all charges of this policy for the cost of insurance and everything, it's including on this chart. But look at the numbers. At the age of 51, this gentleman stopped any contribution. We don't do any contribution. Now we're taking the loans for the kids' education. $160,000, we take the loan. How much taxes we pay? Daniel, how much taxes is paid there? It says zero taxes. Zero taxes, right? How much money we still have in account? 493. And if something happened, that 493 will add it our initial $1 million. If let's say we didn't spend this money, it will go to our family with that $1 million life insurance. It's clear? You're following, right? Now look at this. And then we started again, put the money, totally we put $489,000. Let's say one apartment here, 3-bedroom apartment. Can I buy 3-bedroom apartment here? No? Okay. In Sacramento, you can. Okay, but not in a nice area. When in a nice area, you need over $500,000, right? Right. Okay, now checks it out. How much money that I leveraging, it calls money leveraging with a secure way. Look, after 66, I never put any money back. And now starting from age of 68, that's the average retirement age today, right? And every year I'm taking, every consecutive year, taking $100,000 every year up to 85. If you see 85, how much is that? $1.8 million. How much taxes we pay for that, guys? Zero taxes. Because of that law that I showed the previous slide, guys. But this is not the end. Let's see how much still we have in our account. We still have $500,000. That's what the money we're putting in it. Just think about it. Whatever you're putting, you put $500,000, you take your $500,000, and now you have 1.8 million. But let's do the summary. Let's say we're going to live average statistical American man and woman. At the age of 85, if we pass, our family will receive 1.5 million. On top of that, we already took 1.8 million and 160,000. Let's do the summary, guys. I'm sorry. What is the summary? $3.4 million. This is a totally tax-free. By the way, this is projection 7.25. What if the market is going to be 8 or 10%? If the market going to be 4 or 5%, you're still going to have over $2 million, guys. This is called, yes. Okay, just as simple as that. You put 489,000 from your pocket, totally. Now, at the age of retirement, every year you're taking 100,000 every year. That becomes 1.8 million in a time frame 20 years. From like how many years? It's like 68 to like 85, like how many? 17, 18 years, right? Now we take as a retirement, it's called supplemental retirement, 1.8. We still have a cash in our account. You see, the column left, it says cash surrender. That's your cash. You still have $500,000. And now, if we pass away in that age, it's going to be $1.5 million. Our family will receive such a life insurance. That benefits. But total summary will be that the money that we took, $160,000 for the college fund or any reason, and $1.8 million for our retirement, and $1.5 for our life insurance. Combined, it becomes $1.4 million. Yeah? Oh, sorry, 3.4 million. You clear, guys? This is a question is why we don't educate this is in the school. Why we don't educate that our parents to have. Now, fast forward, guys, sometimes people say, I don't have that $2,000. You have those people, right? Said, oh, I spent all my money. This is another projection. It says, what if you can have just only protection without investment? This is called term life insurance with the National Life Group policy, and it is very simple. 35 years old men, men and women. Do you see it's a little bit different because man has a little bit high risky? For $1 million coverage, you just pay $65 for the woman and you pay $85 for the man. $1 million. Do you think it's important to teach about this stuff for the people? Imagine if something happened and a person leveraged that $85 and a family will receive, this is only work, not only work for the passing away, this is work, it says if the person become ill, as you see it's a little bit smaller on the bottom, it says if become ill, such a chronic illness, terminal illness or critical illness, look, it pays 800,000 lump sum, 7,000 a month, and on and on. Is this important, guys, to learn about? Is anybody has these policies? Unfortunately not. The next one I'm going to show you, this is helping people to change the idea instead of to losing money in their 401k, just understand how you can save and put an index, guys. Just as simple as that. 45 years old, 250,000 accumulated in their, let's say, retirement accounts. Anybody has 401k here? Or IRA account? Or CD account? Or even yield account? Look at the difference. This is the same cash the market. One example is just the one time we put a 250,000 and look at the age of 65. This person by age of 65, we have a 962,000. Projection again, 7%, nothing more. It's an average. And now, again, this is also not a guarantee because nobody will know what happened with the market. We know what happened yesterday, but we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, guys. That's why it's assuming. And assumption is, look, based on assumption, at the age of 65, we take $67,000 every year. And after, at age of 85, we took 1.3 million. It might be taxable or not taxable. It depends the way you design your account. If it's Roth IRA and you already have a Roth IRA, will roll over, it's going to become non-taxable. If just a traditional IRA or the CD accounts, anything, or the money from your pocket, it might be taxable. The better to advise with your tax attorney. But let's do the numbers. At the age of the death, we take 1.3 million and another 800,000 plus go to the family. Again, only 250,000. As we're talking here, just we want you guys understand the importance of how money can bring money. Is that okay to learn about this stuff, guys? I hope you're not regretting, but let me just understanding also how money can be worked. We all work hard for money, but there is only 4 ways we can make money, guys. That's what also we're teaching. I wish like people to get advantage of this. It's the 4 quadrants. Some of you heard about this, right? It says employee, self-employed, business owners, and investors. Where do you want to see yourself? Employee, self-employed, business owners, or investors? Investors, right? Okay, do you know what's the percentage of population on a business owner and investor side? 5 to 10, guys. And what left? About 90% of population, it's on the left side. Employees and self-employees. What's the difference? Do you know? The general difference is very basic. 10% of people on the right side, business owners and investors, holding 90% of the money. And the 90% of people on the left side, employees and self-employees, holding 10% of the money. Where do you want to be? Ask yourself where you are, on the left side or on the right side. You can be a little bit of both. And my wife was an employee, I was a self-employee. And I always was looking for what I can do to become a business owner. Any business owners here? Who knows the difference between business owners and self-employed? Who knows? Do you know what? If you have your business, anybody, any business owner, who is working for yourself? Who is employee in this room? Most of us, okay. Do you have a boss? Right. Do you know your boss is a business owner? Right? All right. Yeah, because he or she, so many employees. What we do, we go and we trade our time and we make money. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. But can our boss make more than us money if we have a boss? Right? That's why so many people want to become own boss. But unfortunately, not everybody have an idea or they know how they can become own boss, right? What is required? Knowledge, money, time, and all that stuff. But the difference is business owners have a system. That system runs the business. And then investors, when your money brings money. Let's moving forward, guys. We have an opportunity. This is not for everybody again. That if somebody wants to learn how from the left side to go to the right side. It's as simple as that. That was one of them. That was like Reham, which is hosted today, this event, and I hope you're going to get some advantage of it. But some people come to us to learn about how money can work, and they becoming our consumer. We educate them, starting from the newborn baby all the way up to, and some people coming to us to earn extra income. The second one, what we want to do about, I want to just say thank you so much for this opportunity, Father. Okay, this is misconception or misunderstanding. What do we need? Do we need a trust? Do we need a will? And the question is how we can find out. People today is trying to find out all information in the ChatGPT or the Google or everywhere. And there is a lot of opinions, a lot of advices. I always recommend it, go to the professional. But in the simple way, I was thinking, I don't need the will or trust because I'm not wealthy yet. When I will be wealthy, I will do the trust. Anybody resonate with that idea? Do you know like what we need? Do we need a trust or will? Who has a trust in this room? Trust funds? Nobody, okay. Because we don't know we need it or not. Who has a will in this room? Okay. Do we need a will or trust? The question is, who has minor kids in this room? Minor childs. They're still not 18. Okay. Do you know in America what happened if, God forbid, something happened with both parents? Who knows what happened with those kids? Go to the parents? Siblings? Huh? Go to the government. What is the government? It calls foster's home, guys. Do you know who is deciding who's going to be their guardians? Government, judge. Do you know what you need to do as a parent to not having any issues, God forbid that happened? Just the one document, guys. It says trust and will. And you designate your legal guardian. Why I'm so excited? Because we educate people about this stuff. Because when it goes to the probation, just imagine, that happened with that family disaster, emotional disaster, spiritual disaster, and the kids cannot even have a right to be with the grandparents, with the siblings, like uncles and aunts. And the judge court system sometimes takes over 2 years, guys. Do you know that? And do you know we all immigrants, some of us not even have a close relatives here. They're living out of the country. What happened with that, guys? And we educate about this stuff, guys. It's priceless. Information is priceless. I want to live with these guys. You ask yourself, why we don't know about this stuff? Why nobody educating? Why these guys just visiting me first time, and I drove from the Sacramento this Sunday morning, and I hope and I pray that there is going to be even one person to take advantage of it. I didn't hope that you're going to have a full house, because people are afraid to talk about money. If it's a church, if it's a pray, it's going to be full, because we're seeking our spiritual. And I'm a spiritual too. But we forgot about one important subject. If we want to have more time to serve our church, if we want to have more time to build our church, we need that economic discipline, guys. And this is very important that we can be part of that. That's what we educate, guys. With this, I want to say, Riham, she will give you a little bit direction on Arabic language. If you don't catch my English, please feel free. But I want to say thank you so much for your intention. Some people still left all the end. Some people left, but I'm blessing you. Thank you so much, Father, for having opportunity for this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Arsen. Can we give him another round of applause? Thank you. زي ما قلنا احنا we drove all the way من ساكرامنتو لهنا علشان على قلبنا ان احنا نساعد ونخدم. واتمنى في حد اتعلم حاجه النهارده جديده. اكيد انا سمعت بعض التعليقات انه يعني من ناس انه احنا ما معناش فلوس اصلا عشان يعني نيجي نحضر فاينانشال سيمينار. احنا اصلا يعني ماشيين على القد، فيعني ده مش لينا، ده للناس اللي معاها فلوس. خلينا نتفق ان it's all mindset. اللي ما يعرفنيش عارف ان انا بعمل لايف كوتشنج. اتس اول هير يا جماعه، كله هنا. اللي احنا بنعمله النهارده هو لبكره. يعني اللي احنا بنفكر فيه النهارده، انا بفكر انا ما معيش فلوس، طب انا هفضل مش معايا فلوس ولا اتعلم اكتر؟ بصوا، هو تاني at the end of the day it's a choice. بس احنا هنا على قلبنا بنفصل خدمه ليكم. توني هيوزع عليكم زي سيرفي عشان توني توزع سيرفي بليز. السيرفي ده هيبقى لكل عيله. احنا الفكره من السيرفي هي ان احنا نخدمكم وانه احنا نجاوب على اسئلتكم. كل عيله مختلف احتياجاتها عن حد تاني، صح؟ كل واحد غير التاني. في ناس معاه سيفنجز، وفي ناس ماشيين باي تشيك، وفي ناس على كريدت، صح؟ احنا في كل الاحوال بنساعد، بنعمل زوم ميتنجز بالعربي. هنجاوب على اي اسئله انتوا عايزينها. and in English too we do a survey, we do Zoom meetings if you need any help, any support, any questions, and it's all free you guys. احنا مش بناخد اي حاجه من اي حد، احنا على قلبنا ان احنا فعلا نساعد. فلما هتحطوا الانفورميشن بتاعتكم هنعمل فولو اب معاكم ونجاوب على اي حاجه انتوا عايزينها. and then and again it doesn't have يعني انتوا معاكم فلوس او مش معاكم فلوس it doesn't matter. اي حد 21 سنه and up بنساعده، بنخدمه. لو عندكم اولاد، احنا كمان بيبقى عندنا اولاد وعلى قلبنا قوي ان احنا نساعد. شكرا تاني، شكرا ابونا انطونيوس على الاستضافه، وبجد يعني شكرا على وجودكم وانكم مكملين معايا. Thank you so much.